Ah, come closer, dear friends, and settle around this warm fire. Let its dancing glow chase away the night's chill, while I, your humble storyteller, weave for you the tale of Malakas and Maganda. And fear not if you spot a curious monkey or two sneaking about. They're simply here for the show. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the very beginning of humanity itself. In the time before time, when the earth was young and fields lay bare of human footprints, the great deity Bathala, the supreme being, the maker of stars, seas, and scandalous gossip among the lesser gods, turned his attention to a lonely sight, a great bamboo stalk standing tall and proud by the river's edge. Bathala mused, scratching his divine chin. This bamboo needs life. With a decisive clap that echoed through the heavens and startled a flock of startled cockatoos, Bathala summoned his trusty eagle, magnificent wings, razor-sharp beak, and attitude to match, and commanded, "Behold this bamboo! Rend it asunder, and from it let the first humans emerge." The eagle preened, adjusted its feathers, because one must look one's divine best when about to split bamboo after all, and swooped down. With a majestic shriek that rattled nearby monkeys, it tore the bamboo in two. And lo, from the left half hopped forth a strong, brawny man, muscles flexing like freshly tensed ropes, Malakas, whose name literally means strong. Clearly, Bathala had a flair for straightforward labeling. From the other half emerged a woman of grace and beauty, her hair flowing like the river at dawn. Maganda, meaning beautiful. I'm certain you'd agree the names are as apt as they are. Well, a bit on the nose. But who am I to argue with divine nomenclature? Now, imagine the look on Malakas's face when he first laid eyes on Maganda. His jaw practically hit the ground. The poor fellow nearly tripped over his own feet, an embarrassing ploy from the gods to ensure the first humans had a blush-worthy origin story. Maganda, for her part, offered a playful tilt of her head and a knowing smile, as if she'd seen this performance 1,000 times before. I suspect even the monkeys clapped. Bathala watched from above, arms folded, satisfied. "There," he declared, "behold the first couple. Go forth, multiply, and, try not to break anything vital." And with a snap of his fingers, he drifted back to his celestial realm, leaving Malakas and Maganda in that sweet, bewildered bliss we call newly created humans. Now, you might think our heroic duo would leap straight into building villages or inventing rice paddies. But first, they did what any reasonable beings would do. They looked each other up and down, pointed at their own reflections in the nearby stream, and burst into peals of laughter. "Strong?" said Maganda, arching an eyebrow. "I think I could carry that bamboo myself." Malakas puffed out his chest. "And beautiful? You're so radiant, even the sun is jealous." Naturally, they flirted a bit. After all, what's a creation myth without the spark of romance? Breakfast was next on the agenda, though I must confess the menu was somewhat limited. There were no mangoes yet. Those came later, so Malakas gathered some wild berries, while Maganda coaxed a fish from the river with a leaf. Humans, invented with both brawn and brains, you see. As they sat beneath a mango tree, not that there were mangoes yet, it was just a nice spot, they discussed their plans for this new world. "Perhaps," said Maganda, "we'll name the trees, the rivers, the mountains. We'll fill the world with laughter, stories, and, importantly, snacks." Malakas nodded vigorously. "And build sturdy huts so we're not forever at the mercy of rain or that cheeky wind." The wind had a habit of tickling ears at the worst moments, quite unbecoming, I tell you. Time passed in a whirl of naming and crafting. They gave names to plants, the banana tree, which they found delightful for its sweet fruit, the bamboo in honor of their birth, and the coconut, which they tested thoroughly by banging it until it yielded milk. Don't look at me like that. Someone had to do it. They splashed in rivers, danced beneath the moon, and discovered even tears could be quite refreshing. though Maganda insisted they were better saved for truly dramatic moments. As their family grew, for they did indeed multiply, and with admirable efficiency, their children scattered across the land, carrying with them the stories of their parents' origins. And so, from that single bamboo stalk, humanity spread, strong, beautiful, and occasionally prone to bamboo-inspired puns. I cannot overstate how many puns. Now, dear listeners, here's the moral of our merry myth. Strength and beauty go hand in hand, like rice and fish, or laughter and good company. Without Malakas's might, the world would have lacked the muscle to carve mountains and build homes. Without Maganda's grace, it would have missed the song and sunlight, the warmth and smiles, and the occasional gasp at a perfectly ripe mango. Together, they set the stage for all our journeys, some of muscle, some of magic, but always touched with the divine humor that even the gods share. So, when you next feel the wind in your hair, or taste the sweetness of fruit on your tongue, remember Malakas and Maganda, the first of our kind. And if ever you find yourself arguing over names or who should carry the heavy load, chuckle together, just as they did. Because in laughter, much like in myth, lies the truest strength of all. And with that, I bid you good night. May your dreams be filled with bamboo groves, starry heavens, and perhaps a slightly overexcited eagle. Sleep well, and don't let the monkeys steal your mangoes.